You guys, fall is here. Well, I should say early fall, but in some places, fall is there because everyone's been doing their fall sewing plans and all of that good stuff. People put the summer stuff away and have already started their fall wardrobe. So I'm going to be sharing 8 patterns that I picked up. I picked these up on simplicity.com during their $2.99 Simplicity sale. Now, with that, Simplicity, all month long, you can score free shipping on any of your patterns. Also, they have patterns starting at $2.99. I'm not sure when it ends, but I think it's going to end pretty soon because today is Labor Day, September 2nd, and your girl literally printed one of these patterns out. I'll share that with you guys when I make it, all right? So if that's some content you would like to see of the 8 patterns that I picked up, all simplicity, then keep on watching. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Rochelle from Rochelle.Handmade.Designs. And in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys those 8 patterns that I picked up online on simplicity.com during their patterns starting at $2.99. Now, I think all of the patterns that I picked up, which is only 8, were $4.99, I believe. I don't think maybe they were $3.99. I don't know, but it doesn't matter because who's keeping count? Or should I say, who's really trying to run up my money, all right? But if you are new to the channel, welcome. Hello, Ciao, Guten, Aloha, Hola, Konnichiwa, Gwaan, Sabonani, Shalom, Bonjour, Hey. If you are returning, you guys know what to do. Quick snack, something to drink, beverage of choice, okay? And grab those notebooks. Oh, why not, okay? And so in order to keep this video short, sweet, and to the point, give you all the deets and the news that you can use on this video, let's go ahead and get into it. All right, so first things first, I only picked up 8 patterns, and these patterns will be used. I know there's one that I have slotted to do this fall into winter during my last board. I'll talk about the board here shortly, just a little bit about it. But then I'm also have these patterns also slotted for the beginning of the year because it'll be like the winter time for every bit of about 2 weeks for Orlando. If you stay in Florida, you know what I mean, okay? Like we don't get that fall and winter. Our fall and winter are still like 80 degrees, okay? So most of the individuals who live in Florida don't necessarily sew a lot for fall and winter. If they're due, they're still selling like spring, summer stuff, okay? So we don't really technically have a fall, winter outside of that 2 weeks in like the end of January, beginning of February, and then we're back to sewing spring, summer. So for the individuals who stay in Florida, we tend to sew a lot of spring, summer clothes, which, you know, I would love to have a fall, but that's just not my life, okay? So let's go ahead and get into the first pattern that I picked up, which is Simplicity. All of these are Simplicity 3002. Now, the reason why I picked up 3032, I'm sorry, not 3002. I picked that pattern up, but this one is 3032. Now, you guys know when I did the drop, I shared that this pattern definitely reminds me of McCall 7838. I do have that pattern. I have done this pattern before. I did this pattern back in, I think it was 2021, where I sewed this pattern and a dress for my daughter as part of the Disney African Princess collection, where I use African print fabric. Love it. Now, I will say, I no longer have that, but I do have, I think I have enough fabric in the same colorway that I did that one. So I'm not going to say that I'm going to do this one in that Ankara fabric that was teal with, they call it rainburst, with the yellowish color rain drops, right? I want to do that McCall 7838 again in that fabric because I love it. However, because the tatas got bigger, I have no idea. I guess because I was eating so much and it was just like, boom, we gonna make sure that those boobs grow. I don't know, but if you know, you know. So I could no longer fit it, so I gave it to my sister, and I want to do that again in that fabric because I only have 3.5 yards of that fabric left. But I also want to do this one, 3032, with the bow, which is view C on the pattern. And I'm thinking of doing that in like a teal color fabric, a poplin that's in my stash. Of course, Whole 30 is going on, so you guys know everything got to be from my stash until I use up 30 yards. But I'm good, only because I'm at 11 yards right now used. Whew. I have 19 yards to go though, okay? But I do plan on doing my blues board, which I will tell you guys all the stuff that I plan on in the last board coming up in an upcoming video. All right, so that's the plan to do this then, but I also have it slotted for a collection in the new year. I will discuss all my collection and why, because if you don't know, I did a massive clean out of my closet this summer. So that's why I'm putting a lot of things that I need, preferably pants and button-down shirts and tops in my wardrobe. I don't need any dresses. So you probably will not see a lot of dresses and skirts from me moving into 2025, but I'll go ahead and discuss that with you guys in another video, okay? Because there's a lot that needs to be discussed there. But this is 3032, one of the first patterns that I picked up from simplicity.com. Let's talk about the pieces, which I'm gonna put all the pieces up on the screen so you're able to see that. But for view A, it's 7 pieces, view B is 8 pieces, and view C is 9 pieces. I'm gonna be sewing view C with that bow. I like the bow, all right? So let's go ahead and get into the next pattern. So the next pattern is 3033, which is the cape. Now, the view that I want to do is view C, which is 12 pieces. Think about it. I like this hood on the pattern, like a cape with a hood. Why not? Why the hell not? All right. But view A is 8 pattern pieces and view B is 7 pattern pieces. Yes, I have my notes. Thank my daughter, only because she's amazing, ain't she? When she wants to be. All right. But that's the second pattern that I picked up, which is the cape, which is 3033. Let's move over to the next pattern. So the next pattern is 3034 that I picked up. And one thing I will mention about this one is if you remember when I did the blue coat that I made out of fleece, you guys love, it has bias tape that I used scrap from a previous make, which was McCall's 8031. And then I used the sleeves of McCall's 7838. I did a whole sew along for it. I'll put it up on the screen so you're able to see that. Also drop it in the description box below, as well as on the end screen for that Battle of the Shirt dress that I did, I want to say about 2-ish years ago. I think I did it in 2022. Love it. It's still in my closet. So if you remember that blue fabric, that pattern for the coat was New Look, I think it's 6742. But I'm gonna go ahead and put that up on the screen so you're able to see that sew along for that coat. You guys love it. I love it. I wear it all the time when it's cold, all right? So this pattern reminds me of that pattern. However, this one has a scarf on it. So that's the reason why I picked it up. Now, the view that I'm interested in doing for this pattern is view A, which has 9 pattern pieces. View B have 11 pattern pieces. Ah! That's a lot of pattern pieces, but if you know, you know. I'm not afraid of the pattern pieces. If I want to do it, I'm just gonna do it, all right? So let's go ahead. So that's the pattern that I picked up. Let's go ahead and get into the next pattern, which is 3035. Now, 3035 is the color block, like a hoodie. I wouldn't say a hoodie. It's more like a color block sweatshirt and skirt. You guys know I like what the model is wearing, view B and view D. Now, regardless of if you're doing view A or view B, it's the same pattern pieces. So view A and view B is 13 pattern pieces, and then view C and D is 4 pattern pieces. The view that I'm going to be doing is view B and D. My daughter also thought that this was super, super cute. Now, you may be asking, what colors are you doing? I don't know. I do have knit in my stash right now. So it might be black and white only because I have tons of black, tons of white in a knit in my stash. However, I can see this in like a blue and white. I could see this in like a purple and pink, you know, the sorority colors, because y'all know I'm going to hit up that sorority retreat next year. We will see, all right? But I might hack it into 3 colors to wear sorority colors. I don't know, but let me know what you think in the comment section below. And while I'm here, if you have not done so already, go ahead and like this video and let your girl know that you like content like this, all right? You're welcome. Thank you so much. All right, let's go ahead and get into the next pattern, which is 3036. So for 3036, it's Mimi G's pattern, which is her famous pants, all right? So like I mentioned in my drop, that this pattern reminds me of course number 65 in the Sew It Academy. I still had to pick it up for myself, all right? And the reason why is because in course 65, you have to print all the PDF patterns. I was like, I didn't do it yet. I have not done it yet, although one of the goals in 2025 is to start doing the Pattern Making Academy with my girl Trish Camacho. She is the instructor, the absolute instructor for PMA or Pattern Making Academy. I need to get back on that because your girl pays for them and I don't even be doing them. So that's one of the goals that I have for myself in 2025, which of course you guys know I will talk about all that towards the end of the year when I start doing my goals for 2025. So with that being said, course 65 in the Sew It Academy that I am a member of also features pants like this. So I was just like, I don't feel like printing out the pattern right now. And it reminds me of that. So let me just go ahead and buy this pattern. And I did. All right. This pattern only features, I'm saying only, but it may be a lot for you guys. It's not many pattern pieces for myself, but it's 7 pattern pieces in order to get the silhouette of these pants. I like what Mimi G did in that purple, and I got something for you for that purple, all right? Because that purple, I don't have a lot of purple in my stash and in my closet, so purple may be a thing coming up. We'll just watch and see, all right? Let's go ahead and get into the next pattern, which is 3037. And this pattern is, of course, Norris Dantafort, aka Mimi's hubby. All right. So I don't know if I should have introduced Mimi as Norris wifey, because y'all know Norris always say, anytime you see me in the video, you know, wifey is normally busy. All right, you guys, you know what? Do not share this video with him because I'm just poking fun with Norris or whatnot. I have met Norris. I have met Mimi. They are amazing. All right. So anyway, back to what I was saying, but this is a Norris Dantafort's pattern 3037. And you guys heard from the drop that even though I may not make it, however, I actually like the jacket that he's wearing in the photos. However, I own every last one of Mimi's patterns, so why stop now, right? So I just went ahead and got this one as well. But 3037 is the, I would say like it's a tracksuit style pattern. I like that, even though Mimi G has a tracksuit pattern of her own where she did a color block, and I haven't made that one yet, but I want to. And we'll see about that one because I need to go to Fine Fabrics in order to get some knits, quality knits, I should say, for that. All right. But this one, it's A and B. So view A is 8 pattern pieces and view B is 7 pattern pieces. So it's not a lot of pattern pieces in order to get that 2-piece. I like it. I know during the drop, a lot of you guys was like, it's a drop. And a lot of the drops are just like, okay, it's okay. It's not like bomb. It's not like a dope drop. But here's the thing. One thing I will say is when you don't get the patterns, a lot of these patterns will go off and become out of print within 1.5 year time frame. So by the time this time next year, you may not be able to get the patterns. So that's why I say get it now or forever hold your peace. Okay, get it now or forever hold your peace. Simply because I don't know how many times you guys will see the pattern after someone get it and be like, oh, I need to go get that pattern. I didn't think that pattern looked good because it looked like and most of the time it's the styling on the model. So like I have always said, stop looking at the model and look at the line art. It may be better for you to look at the line art. Okay, you're welcome. let's go ahead and get into the next pattern, which is 3038. Now this pattern is another Norse Dantefort, aka Mimi Tubby, right? Pattern. And this pattern is 11 pattern pieces. Now I mentioned in the drop that this pattern reminds me of a pattern he has done already, which I have in my stash. And yes, it does remind me of that. However, I wanted to just go ahead and pick it up. 1, support, and then 2, to see the difference between the two. So I might do kind of like a versus, like Norse jacket, this pattern versus Norse jacket, this pattern. Which one do I like the best? I mean, what do you guys think about that? Should I do something like that on this channel? Let me know in the comment section below. All right. But yes, I went ahead and picked up this Norse Dantefort pattern as well. Let's go ahead and get over to the last pattern, which is 3040. And this pattern is a vest pattern. Now look, during the drop, I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna pick it up. But you know, baby girl was like, the model is cute on the front. And you guys know how I always say, stop looking at the model, look at the line art, right? So I'm teaching her how to look at the line art as well. Now, baby girl was like, Mommy, can you make this for me? Now, if you remember in my last video that dropped on Sunday, I'll put it up for your reference and for you to remember which video I'm talking about, the 4 simplicity patterns that I picked up from Joann's. Guess what, you guys? I was behind on releasing videos, so that, you know, the simplicity patterns were picked up like over 2.5 weeks ago, but we ain't hear that. You didn't hear that from me, okay? Yes, but it was picked up 2.5 weeks ago. And as of the recording of this video, simplicity is back on sale. I don't need any patterns in the simplicity that I need to pick up right this moment. So I'm not doing a Joann simplicity sale at this time whatsoever. However, now on simplicity 3040, baby girl likes view B, okay, what the model is wearing. So for view A, it's 4 pattern pieces. View B is 6 pattern pieces, and view C is 5 pattern pieces. Of course, I'm gonna put all of them up on the screen so you're able to see that. But I don't have any color block knit, and I do not have rib knit in my stash. So I do plan on going to Find Fabrics probably towards October, November, December, before the beginning of the year, I should say. But I was supposed to go to Find Fabrics this past weekend, make a trip to Atlanta. I had to definitely postpone that because baby girl is in the marching band, and every Friday night I'm on that mom band life. Like, I can't go anywhere because she wouldn't have a ride, you know, home. And I would not leave her and my son here while I'm out of town, okay? So, y'all know back in the days when we threw a house party. We not even finna do that because baby girl know I will go 8 on her if she tried it, right? But anyway, that's it for this entire pattern review. I hope you like what you see or can envision some of the patterns that I picked up and why. Well, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. And if this video was educational, inspiring, of course, funny, like usual, please don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe button. Also, smash that notification bell so you are notified every time your girl uploads a new video. And also, before you guys even comment below and be like, what's on sale this week? I'll let you know Wednesday or Thursday. You guys should know by now that that's when we go to Joann's to see what's coming up this week. So stay tuned Wednesdays and Thursdays for the pattern sale for the week. All right, I'm signing off. Until next time, keep sewing.
I got a story to tell. I know they want me to fail. If they throw me into a cell, I know wife, she paying the bill. Cause I can't afford to be quiet. My city is dying and children are crying. Be alert, not devour. The enemy's prowling you just like a lion. But we got the keys, I promise you. Hold on to the peace inside of you. No, I'm not alone. You're not alone. You got an army who follows you. It's time to rise up, lift your eyes up. Yeah, hope is on the way. And we gon' be the change. Cause we are unrestrained.